looks like the Expo is going to stay up. One peasant there repairing it, but now these griffins, three griffins are going to be pretty effective. Looks like that mud golem is still around there, slowing everything. Archmage getting slowed there and able to put a lot of damage on it with the griffins. Yeah, now going to lose a sorceress here. Oh, Archmage kill. The panda's still level 1 though. One ivory tower on the panda. By the way, I would just like to make a comment here. The ivory tower is seriously the most brilliant name of any item in Warcraft. I mean, ivory tower. It's like a pun, and it makes sense all at the same time. It looks like Infi is trying to actually block the Archmage with his Mud Golem, not able to do it, but... Okay, almost called the Mud Golem an Ivory Tower there, but that just gives me a huge idea, a Ivory Tower surround. I want to see that. There's no Pimpus plays for Warcraft, but that would be one of them. And there needs to be a Pimpus plays for Warcraft. Okay, I'm getting really off task now. There's a game going on. Looks like Infi is gonna win this air battle. Oh no, here comes more Dragonhawks. Infi in a bit of trouble now. He might lose some Griffins here because Sky has so many Dragonhawks and Infi just not able to keep up with them. Gonna try and take down this one Dragonhawk out here. Now a lot of creeps coming into play. Fortunately for both players, none of their air units were ensnared by the creeps. There's an ensnare on the Dragonhawk, and so Sky may actually lose that. Here's a water elemental to go kill it. And yes, looks like Sky's going to lose this Dragonhawk because of that ensnare. And every Dragonhawk right now counts for Sky. He has fewer Griffin Aviaries. He's still only got 2 up, while Infi has 3, and Infi has an expansion, and that's... I mean, I've sort of forgotten to comment on this, but Infi has a significant economic advantage in this whole game, and because Sky has failed to expand. He hasn't even tried. I think he needs to consider making an expansion at this point. I mean, there's still 3,000 gold in the gold mine, but he's going to be outproduced. His opponent has 3 Griffin Aviaries up, and can basically just fling Dragonhawks at him, you know, like horseshoes. And yeah, this is exactly what Infi is doing. He has 6 Dragonhawks. 1 is damaged, but not going to be a big deal. It's just going to get healed by the Paladin. And now Paladin level 2, actually before the Panda. Panda going to get level 2 as well. So finally the Panda getting some levels. But yeah, another blizzard going off. So the expansion under continual pressure from Sky, but yeah, and Infi not doing a great deal of mining out of it, but actually hiding his peasants in the corner. So Infi trying to take down the expansion, not going to be able to do so because here comes the army. And now there's a shackles on this one Dragonhawk from... Okay, I gotta stop saying this one. That's horrible. That's like Hoosier speech. And no disrespect to the Hoosiers, but yeah, I have a cousin who's from Indiana, and I find it endlessly irritating. Anyway, there's a battle going on, and once again I'm making small talk. Mountain King getting surrounded here. Oh, almost able to surround the Mountain King, not quite. And this is where not having the bolt hurts. Would be easy kills on the Mountain King with the bolt, but on the other hand, the Panda also being useful, doing massive damage to the army, and just so many Dragonhawks for Infi. Sky is not going to be able to beat this with Dragonhawks. He needs to try something else. He probably didn't realize that his opponent had 3 Griffin Aviaries up. He needs to try putting up... Well, he's just so low on gold at this point. He doesn't have much left. He's got to produce Dragonhawks just to stay alive. I mean, he's not even doing it. He's going to lose this game very fast. Because Infi has a horde of Dragonhawks and a couple Griffins, and Sky has no air units. Yeah, Sky looks like he's just giving up at this point. I'm not sure why he hasn't GG'd, but he's not producing any air units, or anything that will counter these air units, and so he's just gonna fall very fast. Now losing his peasants, which are trying to do long distance mining. Infi putting up towers, but not in good position. I'm not sure why he put one there. A lot of peasants going down. Here's a sorceress going to get picked off, I think, by these Dragonhawks. And yeah, looks like Sky trying to make a counter push, but he has 4 priests and a breaker and a Mountain King versus this huge Dragonhawk army. He's just going to lose his base. He cannot attempt a base trade here, losing the one Dragonhawk as it comes out to aerial shackles. One Dragonhawk escapes. One is just going to go down instantly, and Sky's going to lose his main hall. This is over. I mean, I'm not sure why Sky is still in this game. He's going to lose his main hall. He can't come back. He can't even defend it if he TPs. He's going to kill his opponent's hall, but, does he even have a TP? He doesn't have a TP. He can't come back. The only option left for him really is a base trade, and it's not going to happen. Again, not producing any air units. No, now Sky has no gold income whatsoever. Not enough money to rebuild his hall. And Infi is just going to destroy all his units and all his buildings, sorry. And yeah, Sky really has no chance to come back in this game. Infi taking out the vault. Infi has a knight down there, interestingly, so going to have a ground presence as well, especially against those breakers. That knight is going to be very helpful. Should it come down to a fight, but it really doesn't matter. Only 3 Dragonhawks for Sky, and apart from that, no real DPS against air. Infi running his peasants and now expanding at Sky's expo, so he'll be fine. There's no way that Sky can possibly kill all his buildings, especially as Infi is Masonry 2, and Sky is Masonry 0. And I think Sky needs to do the Masonry upgrade as Lumber Mill right now. Okay, Infi just TPing in. Gonna just go ahead and claim this game right here with gonna accept the challenge to a fight. Breath of Fire goes off, killing a lot of the casters there. One sword goes down, the other sword goes down. Sky GG's immediately. Yeah, as soon as the TP happened, Sky was out of this. So, well played by Infi, and once again the air strategy proved successful against Sky, who was just far behind. Sky didn't expand, and it cost him, and that air strategy was really effective. It pushed him right into the ground. 3 Griffin Aviaries, wow. So, Infi just going into StarCraft mode, mass cloaked Wraith push, except without cloaking. Just Wraiths. And those Dragonhawks were the dominant force in the game. There was nothing that Sky could do about it. Infi had 50% more production. He had an expo to get more gold, and he could just throw his units at Sky and expect to win. He could probably have attack moved and won. So, yeah. Sky's Mountain King first strategy not succeeding. I feel like it could have succeeded if he had been a little bit more effective with it, but as it was, the strategy did not succeed, and so the series is now tied 2-2. So the 5th deciding game, well, it'll be played on Terranistan, and I don't know what to expect from it. So, I hope it's a good game. I hope it lives up to being the 5th and final game of the NSL Finals. Anyway, I'll bring you the commentary on that game next. So, thanks for listening. This is Anonymous.